Yeah, well, that's why I got the mystery. I
have the mystery one up, but Dunka's by default mystery does not include entrance shuffle.
So, but even with
which
no
it
items, it could still like not be entrance.
It's true.
It could be.
right.
The only thing is like if
We'll
the only
pull
thing is
entrance
if you
just in case.
I was gonna,
if you
may
see
I
if
suggest
you-
having a map up?
if you see an item, then you know it's not entrance. If you don't see an item, then you got no clue what the hell's going on.
Yes. All right, gentlemen. Best of luck to you both. We will see you here when it is all done.
I'm
Assuming
looking
we
forward to it.
survive. Yes.
Ty, thank you so much for putting the restream on.
Oh,
Appreciate it.
My
And
pleasure.
to Gil, good luck. Have fun.
Good luck.
Well, have fun is going to be a relative term, I think.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. No promises on that end.
All right, we'll catch you soon.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Alrighty, Vix. I think it's just the two of us now left in voice. I'm excited. I know they got to place their bets. What do you think we're gonna get?
I honestly think we are going to get an all dungeons cross keys seed.
Ooh, that's a good shout. I might even mix in there probably all dungeons Enemizer. I feel like Enemizer is what gets the double forfeits, especially on some of these older seeds.
Yeah.
So we shall definitely see. It looks like Gil is ready. Ed is ready. We're gonna get going here in just a few seconds.
Alrighty.
3, 2, 1, let's go. Alright, I think my timer is close enough to the race room. So that's what my timer is going off of. I apologize if it's just a few seconds ahead of the actual restreams, but it's what we got.
Yes, Doc, this is a live head-to-head race.
Oh, yes. So yeah, this is MistaEd's Mystery Mayhem. This is the second one. We already had a map check on Ed's side, and it looks like maps aren't shuffled. So we did get info there, and I think I saw 2 crystals and a pendant. But yes, Docman, this is a live head-to-head race of MistaEd's Mystery Mayhem, where MistaEd takes double forfeits from the ALTTPR ladder and challenges suckers on the internet to race them.
So we have Gil heading toward the castle, and it is entrance shuffle. So we have the magic bat at the castle, and I need to bring up a tracker.
Yes.
So I can keep track of where all this stuff is.
Please do. I don't know if I have enough screen real estate. I probably do if I just go ahead and get that pulled up. Might take me a second, and I might miss a few things, so we're going to rely on you, chat, in just a second.
Yep.
So we had Magic Bat at Uncle. Good times. Gil just dropping into... Is he hula-hanning? Nope. Going into the back of Escape. Real heads-up play there, recognizing where Sank dropped him out.
Alright, and so we have Sank at the ferry spot.
Yeah. Ed going for the hula-hand, though. I respect this. Yeah, I don't have enough screen real estate. I'm going to rely on you, Vix. I'm sorry.
I will do my best. So far, nothing in the back of Escape.
Yeah.
I did not see what was at the castle main entrance, though.
I believe Castlemaine was garbage, because we noped out of there pretty quickly, so we're going to get light hype. And yeah, Gil double-checking that map there. So... Yep. Do not adjust your television monitors. Everything is correct, including that bad bomb throw by MistaEd.
It's impossible. We'll never make it.
As we find Agina, I believe
Never make it. Never make it. Never
Somewhere.
make it.
I
I'll
missed
never
it.
make it. Ever. Don't you see? You can't make it.
Ooh. And we have a Merle.
I implore you to reconsider.
Okay.
And I still have sound alerts on, so thank you, Hexodus. It looks like that Moon Pearl is going to be at Vanilla back of Sank.
Yep, so it's locked behind a glove.
Yeah, absolutely. Ed, nice little fake flipper setup there. As Gil scratches his chin, wondering
All right,
why
I'm
he
gonna-
agreed to this.
I'm gonna refresh the page because I think I'm behind you a little bit.
You're good. Again, I'm watching real time, not my own restream.
Oh, okay, that's fair. I'm watching the restream.
Well
so you are gonna be.
Yep. I can start
Couple.
I can start commentating off of that instead. Just to make life a little easier, and yeah, then I'll have the screen real estate for entrance tracker, even though I've already lost a few. That'll be fine.
We have the mountain start at Witch's Hut, and there was something important at Ganon, at a Lumberjack, and I missed it.
Yeah.
Ganon on Lumberjack. Okay.
Yeah, that's true, Shin. No small key shuffle does mean we at least get those castle tower keys vanilla. So it's not the end of the world there, but alright, Ganon, Lumberjack. I'm going to try and catch up on a couple of these things. Alright. And Sank was over here. If anyone can let me know, is the music too quiet? Not quiet enough? I'm trying to get a little background music in there just because they both have hot mics and I don't want it completely blowing out, but I also want some semblance of background noise.
$20 at the mushroom spot. We have the fairy in the forest.
Not bad.
Ed is heading over to Eastern area with free bombs. That is a really nice early find.
Yes. Anytime you have the entrance modes, you really want to be able to find some bombs.
With more free bombs.
Alright. There we go. Pull up the music just a little bit more. Perfect. And we got Gil finding Sank.
That's Smith.
Oh, okay. And then Sank Main.
Hyrule Castle, Maine.
Yep. Looking like Brothers Right to me.
Yeah. The old lady, right?
Yep. MistaEd finding a shop at Eastern.
So now the big thing is we know that, and there's the tavern, relocated to the north side of the city, to the other side of the railroad tracks.
Yep, and the well being vanilla. I don't think Gil even scouted that. I think Gil just went for it and getting paid out.
Oh yeah, well, I mean we know where Ganon's at, so
Yep. And the Bad Fairy, if I'm not mistaken. So every other drop entrance is safe and fun. But getting a Quake and a Hammer out of there too. Ed doing his typical meme route. And some cash, so able to buy that bottle merchant.
Ed finds the brewery. Let's see if this. Unfortunately, nothing there because that is such a pain to get to.
Yep. Not much, and yeah, Gil coming into Chicken Hut here, and also not a lot. Ed finally doing his back of escape check, and he did that Houlihan earlier, and now said, alright, fine, I'll do escape. So, I didn't see Gil going further south in the village. I think, yeah, he's doing some more of the escape connectors here.
Okay, so if he goes through Hyrule Castle, this can give us a few more answers.
Yep. Oh, he's going to the back with that hammer. That's what he's doing.
That makes sense. So the thing is we know it's entrance shuffle, but we don't know what kind of entrance shuffle it is.
That's true.
So it could still be restricted, it could still be crossed, it could still be full. I don't personally remember exactly what each of those entails.
I do know it's not chaos.
The only one that would matter would be crossed, because with crossed entrances, you split between Light World and Dark World, whereas with restricted and full, I believe you stay in whichever world you find that connector in.
Yep.
So far, nothing in the early checks for Gil in the front of Hyrule Castle.
And one thing to note about restricted and full, a lot of people, especially nowadays with the rise of cross keys, are like, just give me crossed entrances. But something that I ran into in my race against Ed, and even a couple of other different entrance races, sometimes you forget that you came into an entrance from the Dark World, and then you see a rat, and you go, oh, you're not going to hurt me, and it does 2 hearts of damage, because it's a Dark World enemy, so there are those little nuances to think about. But, yeah, Gil, unfortunately, not really getting paid out for that escape play. It just pulls out the Uncle Bombs from Zelda's chest.
No text box, which means that the big keys are also native.
Was that still a thing 2 years ago? I'm trying to... This is a seed from 2 years ago, so there may have been some small changes, but I think you're right, even with 2 years ago.
Yeah, well, 2 years ago, key sanity, yeah.
Yep. So...
We have Ed following that Fairy Ascension connector.
Yeah.
Gil heading back in to do the rest of Kakariko. Let's see where this connector takes it.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Did you catch where Ed went into that? He came out of Hera.
It was Lumberjack.
Thank you.
So there is the mountain. Some early mountain access.
And Ed finding Spec Mid on the mountain. Classic game. Ooh, and a glove. Music a little too loud? Okay. I'm getting there. I apologize. This is a jank stream after all.
Back at Tavern is the shovel. That's a fun spot for that.
Yeah. One of the locations that isn't randomized.
As we find Spike Cave.
Cute. Gil, other than that hammer and Quake, not really getting paid out staying in CAC. But I mean, Ed really just has that glove, which we know does lead to the Moon Pearl.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's the benefits there. As Gil finds the sick kid. That's good to note for later. Let me try and remember all that. But
Ed doing the chess game where Tyvarius showed us the 3-card Monty trick.
the totally legit 3-card Monty trick works every time except for every time.
Ed finds bumpers. So far, what I'm seeing, I have an inkling. I have an inkling it is restricted entrances.
It's definitely feeling that way. Just with the
Gil-
sheer fact that we haven't seen Dark World yet.
Gil finds the uncle with some money.
Yep, and Ed grabs the other uncle, the lost uncle on the hill.
With more money in Uncle's spot.
Looks like our friend Gary the Old Man was just Sir Robin of Locksley back in the day, handing Ed a few arrows.
It was just firewood needed for survival with Hotel Mario.
I don't have a lamp, but I have these sticks.
Taking a death to the boulders.
Oh, Gil saying no to Spiral for now. Don't really blame him. Just gonna do a quick little scout. I missed that. And because this is jank, I don't know.
Well, I'm behind you, so I can catch you. It was the blue boomerang.
Okay, cool.
So I'm about 10 seconds behind where you are at.
Okay, I'm trying to commentate a little behind what's on my OBS, but
You're good.
hey, that's what makes it jank and fun.
As we see Ed picking up the Moon Pearl. Gil going back into Spiral Cave. This cave is no fun with just a hammer.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't really blame him. It's further evidence of what kind of entrance mode we have. He's wrapped up most of his other checks in CAC. He's just getting this done and getting the tank special, a shield. As Ed, I completely admit, Ed finds the bomb shop, so if you can check that in a second.
Yep. Pod and Meyer are our reds.
Okay. But Ed putting in work with that glove, I don't really blame him. Probably thinking, hey, I went somewhere Gil probably didn't, so let's check what glove things I can do. And Ed popping into the Lost Woods here finds another connector from Spec Rock.
Yeah. So Gil followed that Spiral Cave connector, and that takes us over to Lake Hylia Shop. So now I am even more suspicious that this is restricted.
Which is... It's good and it's bad. It means we should actually have okay Dark World access, but it's also bad because
between the two
really fun connectors.
Between the two of our runners, we do have Dark World access. Gil just needs to get to the mountain.
That's true.
Ed needs to get to Kakariko.
And looks like here comes that Kakariko play.
Yep.
As Ed getting that Smith knowledge at the Kakariko fortune teller shop. And Gil retracing some footsteps.
Yep.
Only natural, especially with some sort of restriction on the connectors. You're not going to see the runners vary quite as wildly. But it will be fun to see where they decide to go with that Dark World access once they confirm it.
Oh, definitely. Because you can run right to, South Dark World. You can start in the village and do all that, and work your way to South Dark World.
So Ed getting his official Dark World access here in the well, dropping down. Love to see it. And Gil just saying save and quit. What have you missed, Goran? So far we have what we assume is restricted entrances. No sort of key sanity that we can tell, and no sort of enemizer that we can tell. Pretty sure it's just restricted entrance shuffle.
Yep. All right, Gil, where are you headed now?
But we'll see if it's once we start seeing possibly some green 20s, if there's any kind of hard or expert item pool. But pretty tame so far. How you doing, Goran?
Looks like Gil's going to give us our South Shore checks.
Yep. Which,
as
we know,
Gina.
Gil needs to make it up to the mountain. Ed gonna go ahead and pop through the old lady's house here. Also to the mountain, okay. So yeah, we continue to have Light World to Light World connectors here, Vix, so more and more and more, I think we can officially tick off the box that this is full or restricted.
Yes. Ed finding King's Tomb up on the mountain. He is flush with cash now.
Yeah. I think
Gil heading over to that shovel spot as well.
Yeah, I think Gil's gonna finally give us that shovel spot there. I say finally, we're only 15 minutes into the run. And for a whole lot of nothing, just some cash. That's fine.
Both of our runners flush with cash at the moment.
Yeah. Something you really like to see when you can, run into the need for cash at any point, either with a shop and you're out of bombs, or you find yourself close to Zora or Pod, or, any of the games.
Not a whole lot on the mountain for Ed as well.
No.
Unfortunately.
Just that glove, really.
Exactly, Shin. Exactly. We are appreciating the fluffing on both sides.
I mean, you can't really do MistaEd's Mystery Mayhem and not fluff, let's be honest. Ed doing a double take and thinking, oh right, I could use some bombs, and going right back into that rat house. Excuse me.
Now we're going to see what's at the swamp location.
Yeah.
And now is Gil gonna go left or right from here?
Looking like
Fortunately,
left,
nothing
so
there.
gonna miss out on that M rock. But hey, that'll be great. Letting you know, Vix, he found Blind's hut
Oh,
at the M rock cave. I think that's usually a fairy cave, right?
yep, Desert Fairy.
So. And a little trouble with the block there. Just some cash and an old man's cane for his troubles, and it's not even the cane we want to see.
Oh, but you know what's there with the cane and a glove and a hammer that we just found?
An ice
Somewhere.
rod on Gil's side. So Ed's definitely going to want to make his way over to the to Blind's hut there at the Desert Fairy Cave. I'm going to go ahead and mark that so we remember where that sucker is.
I do know we saw Spike Cave. I don't.
Yep.
I think it was in the.
Was it in the village somewhere? Okay.
Yeah, I think it was in the shed,
Okay.
bomb shed.
Gotcha. So I mean, we.
Or maybe I'm just getting seed bleed too. I don't know.
It's all right. Gil can't quite make it, even with a full magic bar. It's just barely out of his reach. If he had a bottle, should be able to do it. But Ed wrapping up some of these CAC checks. Spike Cave is chicken house. All right, thank you, Shin. You know what? I'm just gonna put it on my map right between chicken house and bomb shed. And that way we're right either way. It's in the southwest corner of CAC.
Mm-hmm. It was in the shed in my seat, or in the veteran seat I was playing earlier.
Mm.
So it looks like we're gonna get the rest of South Shore. And without that Moon Pearl, Gil's not gonna be able to water walk. So.
Yeah. I mean, he can, but well, he can fake flipper, I guess. I apologize.
Fake flipper's one thing, yeah.
You're right.
Oh, and there's the dam.
Yeah.
So that's a nice find. That'll let him also check the sunken treasure. But what we know is, like, he's got to, unless there's another glove on this route somewhere, he's got to get to that mountain.
Yep. That's the big difference right now between our runners. Ice Rod notwithstanding, and we may not even need it because, hey, this is mystery. We could be at a 0-0 fast Ganon for all we know.
And as we suspected, Gil is going over to check that sunken treasure item. And it's just bombs.
Good one, Goron. Game gives a damn indeed. Yeah, you might want to dry those fuses off before you try to use them. Oh, beer, it is pristinely jank.
I mean, it's ion comms. How could it not be jank? Whoa, Gil, hammer one of those pickles.
Oh, yeah, you could definitely find out if it's swordless or not. Good call there. Gil, though, just finding a hint cave, not really worth. But finding GT, okay. We have hammer, so if Gil's feeling really frisky, was that a green 20?
I will tell you in 5 seconds.
I think the right chest of hope room was a green 20, unless my eyes are as poor as I think they are.
Nope, it was a 50.
Okay, thank you. I'm like, gee, we don't have much of anything yet. We have a small shield, I think, so it could have been expert item pool, but okay, 50, thank you very much. And Gil saying, no, I'm not doing the bomb jumps. I'm just going to save and quit after peeking this torch.
I don't blame him. Those bomb jumps are awful.
Thanks, beer. Itchy dry eyes, try clear eyes.
That's a voice I haven't heard in a long time.
Wow. Up. Gylgamesh H, please. Buffer faster. What's wrong with your internet? Alright, Gil's back. I mean, Beer Booth is open if you want this to be a real jank. But
We do need a rules analyst.
It's true.
Well, you've seen those World Series and those like Super Bowl broadcasts.
Bring them in. Be like, all right, tell us what's going on.
This is why that play was a penalty, because it was. Thank you. No, Gil, you have to go up the mountain. Where are you? Oh, he's going to check the Hyrule Castle entrances.
Oh, wah wah.
Well, this could be good. This could also lead him to the mountain.
It's true.
There aren't a whole lot of Light World entrances left.
Is this Mayhem number 3? I thought... Okay, I'll change that. Oh, right. Yep. You're correct.
So we find Hyrule Castle West at Cave 45. And we have Ed being Ed and doing a Dark Room swordless.
I mean, this could very well be swordless for all we know.
Oh,
Like
very
you
much
said,
so.
hammering that pickle is one good way to find out.
Oh, we find the desert entrance.
Yeah.
But no glove to check the north.
No beer. No one has tested swordless. Gil did do South Shore, but didn't hammer a pickle. I don't know if Gil knows that tech. And as far as we can tell, it's not crossed entrances. So, although
yeah,
GT being in Light World, does that count?
That doesn't matter.
Okay, yeah, it's still an entrance. It's a single entrance, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, we haven't found a medallion requirement yet, and they don't have the book to test with a tablet, so...
So I believe we have a full entrance shuffle because none of the dungeons match up.
Yep.
I believe with restricted, like Desert and TR always have to be in Desert and TR.
Desert TR and I think Hyrule Castle are the three that can switch between each other because they're all 3-4 entrance dungeons.
Okay, so we have full entrance shuffle.
Yep.
As there we go. Gil found his way up the mountain. Unfortunately, not the part of the mountain that he needs to get to.
Yeah.
As Ed checked Desert North, and it happened to be nothing.
Yep. Although we are going to get a new check here soon on Ed's side. With that glove, going to be able to lift up that rock. And Ed pulling that ice rod, so not going to be at a disadvantage there either. Here in just a few minutes anyway. He's heading into Blind's Hut.
Yeah.
So, who knows? Maybe Ed will give us the pickle check. Knowing Ed, he loves checking pickles. Wait, what?
I'm not even going to touch that one.
Hey.
Come on, we're not at Tank and Tie Tuesday territory yet.
Oh, God, no.
And I am very proud of that alliteration.
It worked out. Yeah. It's... Alright, so... looks like Gil not going to be punished, just a shop under the rock. But we'll see if Ed has the presence of mind to check if it's swordless here. As he looks to be heading further east and going to continue the South Shore. So, I think this is the connector that Gil needs, though.
It is. This will take him to the Tower of Hera.
Perfect. Royale, yes, correct. It is a well-known fact that horses love pickles. So, good for Gil. This is going to get
Pickles are delicious.
Them's fighting words, sir.
Exactly. If you don't think they are, we'll fight.
No, I do not care for pickles. Which is weird. My wife gives me crap all the time because I like fried pickles, but I hate pickles mostly any other way.
That is true, Shin. There are a couple entrances that Ed missed because he died on the mountain. Oh, Gil, where are you going? Okay, Gil's gonna do the right side of the mountain. I hope he goes back to the left.
Which makes sense because Ed didn't have the hammer when he was up here.
Yeah.
As this is another way we could check if it's swordless if Gil is feeling extra spicy. As Gil finds the back of Skull.
No keys, so we can't get any further back.
I bet you $1 he finds a key.
I'll take that bet.
Hey, look at that. Gil found a key.
Damn it, I owe you $1.
No, you don't, because I saw him pull that and I knew I had 10 seconds to make the bet.
Oh, you rat bastard.
Not the first time I've been called that today.
And by me,
the other one was also by you, yeah.
We also don't have a fire source, so we can't go through the torches.
That's true. We have an ice source. So Gil does bail and uses that ice source in Mini Moldorm Cave here. I don't blame him. You could. No, you can't check the medallion. That's the one thing where you need the tile on the ground to check. So, Royale, thank you for the 2 bits. Not a whole lot so far in Mini Moldorm. Takes down the Moldorms without much trouble, and yeah, not a whole lot on Gil's side. We'll see if Ed decides if he wants to try the bomb jump to Stelphos' room here, as he is heading to the left side of GT.
Gil is just flush with cash right now.
Oh yeah.
As is Ed. I didn't even see that.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind having that rupee count in real life.
Same.
So Ed gets the first bomb jump. Lining it up. And there we go. Gets the second, so a couple new checks here on Ed's side. As we get set to laugh, and okay, Ed, how frisky are you feeling, buddy? Guess what was in bottom right chest of Stalfos there, friends? That's right, the big key to GT. Ed
He can't go very far.
He could mimic Clip. But once he gets up to those torches, he'd be pretty depressed.
Exactly.
You know, I wouldn't put it past Ed to just be like, alright, let's go, and then get about 3 rooms in and go, wait. You know, for the memes.
Oh, exactly.
Alright, Gil is back in Fairy Connector, though, so hopefully stays on the west side of the mountain and gets that glove. Ed still hasn't gone to the Dark World, by the way. I just realized that.
No, he's just clearing everything out, clearing the whole light room out. 'Cause there was nothing under the rock over there either.
Yeah.
So it looks like he does have the Moon Pearl, so he can water walk once he gets up to the Waterfall Fairy Cave.
Thank you, Beer, for the well done. I should turn off sound alerts, but again, this is jank. Oh, that's what we have. This is Minish Cap music. Okay, cool. Shoutouts to Luna, who did double duty on comms today. I don't know if you saw that. It was game 2 and 3 of the grand finals of Minish Cap Rando, and Luna did both of them on comms. Alright,
Gil
so
heading up to grab his glove, with Ed heading over toward Hobo.
Yep. And Gil, little heads up play there, checking the hint. Hints are not on.
Powder on the Hobo. So that gives us one more check. That gives us Magic Bat.
Yep. Which, I forget what drop that was. Forest?
Nope, it was at the castle.
Okay.
The Uncle drop.
There we go.
So Gil has a few more hearts. Let's see if he can get through the rest of these mountain checks without dying.
And Ed also getting a few more checks because has the Moon Pearl, so the fake flipper play leading to a water walk.
Unfortunately, that fake flipper leads to nothing.
Yep.
With that fortune teller in the water.
Yep. And I think that was a piece of heart off to the side there. But Ed, you know, all the cash in the world just says, you know what, I'll buy the fish.
So that was an arrow. That was
Oh.
an arrow that was at the ledge.
Okay. And not much else at Zora. But Shin continuing to do mountain checks. Ed.
I didn't know Shin was playing.
Shin, oh God, I just answered Shin in chat. Gil,
Shin, good job on this run so far.
I mean, excellent work. It's like you have prior knowledge. Gil almost deleting his file.
I've done that before.
Oh,
I've done that mid-race. It's not pleasant.
Yep. But alright, Ed giving us a peek into the Dark World here. As, Alright. Looks like Swamp Entrance is giving us some old man information. But not much else.
Oh, we at least know what... The maps are not shuffled, so we at least know...
Yep.
They'll pick it up that Mood Pearl.
Nick, stay with us. I know I'm boring. I'm sorry.
I don't have a witty retort for that. I'm too tired.
Yeah, I know, because you were yawning. Ed, what the hell are you doing? Okay, I think he's checking a triple? Yep.
Yep.
Getting some extra bombs. So Beer, this is a 2-year-old seed, so we were trying to think back that far on what the rule set may have been back then.
As we see, Turtle Rock is our green pendant,
Ooh, that's cute.
and our other pendant was Skull Woods.
Gil putting in a good long think about this Paradox Cave, and yeah, looks like he's gonna go for it. You have chosen poorly. As the mini Moldorms decide to take Gil to the cleaners.
No. As it looks like Ed finds Ice Palace.
Oh, thanks, Beer. That makes sense. Swordless is confirmed. Yeah, Beer with the eagle eyes saying there was the medallion on the ground in Ice Palace there. Which means these runners are gonna be swordless. 3 Crystal Ganon, not fast. But we already know where GT is. As Ed also grabbing a bow off of Pyramid Ledge.
It could still be Fast Ganon because we have entrance.
Oh,
shuffle.
right. True, but it is still an older seed, so we still have to beat Aga 2. If I'm not mistaken.
And with that, Ed has also found a bow. So with this not old, but with it being mystery, both bows are not together. So they will have to scout out the other one.
Yeah, definitely going to need those silvers to fight Ganon.
It is 3 crystals, Hex. 3 crystals to beat Ganon. We're not sure if it's fast or not.
Yep.
Old seeds did not say so.
I mean, it may behoove Ed to still drop into Ganon to get that silver's hint.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Gil finding Samaria and Hookshot in Paradox.
Both of our runners taking some different routes and getting paid out. Ed with knowledge and now those flippers, and Gil with that Hookshot and Samaria. So I'm trying to think. Can each of our runners complete 3 crystals? Ed can do Eastern. If we find it, of course.
Eastern is beatable for Ed. Thieves Town is beatable for both.
Yep.
And Pod is beatable for Ed, so we can get the 3 crystals.
Yeah. And Gil can beat Swamp. Gil can beat Thieves. And
if he's feeling real frisky, he can beat Meyer.
Yeah. So, I mean, our runners technically have, excuse me, those 3 crystals available to them. And yeah, Beer pointing out all of GT open to Gil. Yeah, fire source.
Well,
that's
Hex,
that's a good point, Hex.
We know there's never anything on the right side or on the climb. It's always all on the left. Ed heading over to the pod area to see what that thieving monkey opens up for us. It's the front of Super Bunny, while Gil is in Turtle Rock.
Excuse me. As we switch over to some Twilight Princess music. Again, folks, please tell me if the change in music goes up or down and I can adjust it.
I think we just did, Beer.
Oh. Vix, you're going to really like what was in Super Bunny there in a few seconds.
Alright, what is Ed finding?
You ever seen a horse at full gallop?
I do, and usually they lose me money.
Are you the monkey stealing $100 from a horse? No. Or is it the other way
No,
around?
it's the other way around. It's those horses are stealing money from me. Super Bunny leads out to Dark Death Mountain.
Slightly louder? Alright, we can just adjust the slider here. As Ed, with those flippers... Oh, that's right, Gil doesn't have flippers. Gil can't beat Swamp. But Ed doesn't have hookshot.
Oh, Ed is pretty much a lamp from Go Mode.
Yeah. I suppose you do kind of need a fire source to beat Ganon too. Blah, blah.
Okay, good nerd. Fire the first 4 shots off.
Hey, just get a quad. Quad silver arrow shot. So we've definitely hit that part of the seed where I can see frustration on ladder runners saying, I don't have time for this, and hitting that FF button. But that's the joy of MistaEd's Mystery Mayhem, is there is no FF button. One of you'll's got to beat that seed. Gil giving us a big old smile in the camera, popping into Ice Palace here, and yep, it's swordless, my friend. And now gonna get the news that it's at least only 3 crystals. So, I mean, silver linings, if we can call them that. So I kind of want to pop in on Gil's audio here when he's checking the goal.
3 crystals to beat Ganon. Okay, that's not too bad.
All right, no, that's not a lot of reaction from Gil there. No cam feed. Ed doesn't use a cam, Beer. I mean, I could set Gil's cam up, I guess, but fine, why not? I am a humble janker.
Alright, I don't believe Ed has found anything in Swamp Palace, and using an ice rod to his advantage. To freeze the enemy and throw it at another enemy.
Yep, I apologize for the drastic loss of visual there, but we're getting the Gil cam on. There you go, folks. Now we have Gil vision. If anyone wants to send me a PNG of a horse, I don't have time to convert one. I'll go ahead and put that up.
A Gil finding hookshot cave with the mushroom.
Getting paid in spades.
Garbage, garbage, and garbage.
I mean, what grows very well in garbage? Mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it kind of makes sense.
According to a former RA of mine.
Exodus, oof. And we're getting into Tenkatai Tuesday territory with that. I mean, if you do go to twitch.tv/MistaEd3, you can play a sound alert that may or may not involve exactly that, Exodus. In fact, he's muted on my stream, but I'm still going to play it on his stream. Oh, well, that would kind of ruin my cropping, so I'll do it on mobile.
Oh, looks like we got something from Shin.
Appreciate you, Shin. Let's, yeah, pull open the Discord. I'll get that used. Well, we got something from Shin and something from Beer at the same time, so oh, lordy.
Nothing on Catfish. And so far, I don't believe Ed has found anything in the side swap. Oh, Lord.
You're
Apologies,
good.
everybody.
You're good, my friend.
Yep, nothing in Swamp.
This is desktop. That's fine. Save. I wonder if Beer and Ed sent, or Beer and Shin sent me the same thing, same picture of Ed. That's what I was going for. I like these both. I don't know which one I want to use. I think I'm going to use Beer's. I'm sorry, Shin. We'll get that put up. We'll get the webcam of MistaEd put up here in just a second.
Alright, so Gil finding desert, that gives us another 2 items. Potentially. Although it's only 1, because without the boots, he can't get that key.
Yep.
So once Ed finds that hook shot, that also gives him another crystal that he can do.
Excuse me. Yeah, both of our runners in TR here. Oh, and someone just went live. I apologize. Classic jank stream. I've completely given up on entrances. By the
Same.
way. So,
Same.
Hey, it wouldn't be a jank stream if it was good. Oh, I don't want to unfollow either of these runners, Twitch. Speaking of following and unfollowing, though, if you're enjoying what you see, please give these runners a follow. Their Twitch names are at the top of the restream. And my co-com, Mr. Vix Rider, as well.
Same with my co-com, Mr. Tyvarius, whose channel we're currently on.
What? I don't believe you.
Good, I don't believe myself either.
Okay, good. You are tired, after all.
I am. And I have to go to the office tomorrow, so...
Hey-o, just tell them you were with HR all night. It's fine.
See, there's a longer joke I can go into about that, that I can't really go into.
You're fine.
That'll take too long.
I mean, now you've slaked our thirst, but
The joys of being a contractor.
yeah, it's fair. The joys of firing people for a living on my side, I guess. As Ed is gonna be getting his hook shot here in a second. Gonna be pretty happy about that. Yeah.
So all he's missing is a fire source.
Yeah, I mean,
And once he finds that fire source, he can do... He's got to find that fire source. He's got to find
just
2 more dungeons that he can do.
Yeah, find the crystals to complete. We haven't seen... I don't think we've seen Thieves Down, have we? Or have we seen
have
the
not.
front four? No, we haven't.
Nope.
Haven't seen Thieves, haven't seen Eastern, and those are 2 of the easiest ones that both of our runners can do right now.
Haven't seen Pod.
Yep. Like I said, if they're feeling frisky, they could do Mire once they get a fire source. Possibly. It's possible you don't need it, but... we'll see. Meanwhile, is this a vanilla Mire shed that Ed just found? Did I miss
It
the
sure
entrance?
is. Nope, it is
Game.
vanilla.
Is this even something?
As Gil finds Hype Cave over in the village of Outcast.
Yeah, not a bad find. Not only that, pulls out the fire shield rather. I have to do it on both streams. Okay. Pulls out the fire shield, so to my knowledge that means not expert item.
Nope, not expert. And Shin has it correct 1 step closer to Mirror Shield.
Homewrecker in shambles.
Are you surprised though?
No.
He did play a seed earlier that had a required Hera basement.
The man teaches math. He should always be in shambles. So at this point, though, both runners do know that this is swordless. But Ed pulling out nice bomb strats on those Stalfos heads. And somehow not getting hit by the pokey rebound?
Oh, as Gil finds the silver arrows. They're in the village of Outcasts.
Okay, yep. That is one thing we know Ed's
So that
gonna
is-
need to beat the seed is... Edward J. Horse. Gonna need you to not die to a pokey. Alright? Okay? Okay, thanks.
I need to step away for a couple minutes. I will be back very shortly.
You are just fine, my friend. I will be here with my friends, the chat. And we're just going to be hanging out. It's going to be a good time. As Gil just keeps on digging. Keeps on digging. Keeps on digging for a piece of heart. Yay. Oh, Beer, did you... Wait, did something not get stunned? Did something not properly get stunned that should have? I know pokies can't get stunned, but I thought other things can. So, Gil did stun things? Okay, thanks, Hex. Oh, he powdered the anti-fairies for hearts. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good call-out. So yeah, stunning is available, but powdering only gets hearts instead of fairies. Yeah, hard sounds accurate there. Ed gotta be a little careful here, down to 1 heart with these chomps. But it's Ed, so he's gonna just gallop right in. Gets his heart piece. As Gil finds his Saha's closet. For his Pizza Heart, 10 arrows. Yes, beer, I am, because otherwise I'm like 10 seconds ahead of watching and explaining what's going on. I don't know. I don't know what to watch because Vix is like 10 seconds behind. So I have live streams on one screen, I have my restream on another screen, and then I have my stream on mobile. So I don't know what's the best thing to do here because this is a jank stream. Fine. I said I'd do that, and Vix goes, "Oh, I don't want to do that." I love Vix. He's a good guy. Alright, let's see if my potato of a PC can handle this. I know. That's tiny. Can I... Pardon while I try and figure this crap out. You know, I strive for perfection, Royale. I do strive for perfection. You know what, whatever, we're just gonna... Let's see if this absolutely potatoes the stream. Probably will. Oh well. As looks like Gil is in GT. So alright, I'm gonna try that, we'll see what happens. Not a whole lot in Randall Room unless I missed something. But Ed does have the mitts. I'm gonna hang out in the front of desert here. As Gil probably just gonna take his bow all the way to the back of GT here. Yep. And Ed showing us that if you want to beat desert, boots are required, because that desert big is on the torch. Like I said, y'all, if you want to join in voice and call us both Muppets, that's perfectly fine. That's true. This may be our first look. This is our first look at a boss. Oh my god, the boss is Bob the Anti-Fairy. Gil, wait until Bob bounces one time first, and then you don't have to wait for all this shenanigans. Come on. Getting the book in Bob's chest, that's just dirty. Alright. We have Vanilla Ice Armos Knights. Could still be a shuffle, but Gil using those silver arrows to great effect. Unfortunately, not using boots to great effect, because Gil doesn't have boots. For a whole lot of crap in the back of GT here, or in the basement.
Alrighty, I am back. Did I miss anything?
Hey, I am back. You missed GT being Garbo. Ed has boots, which you knew. Yeah, not a whole lot. I'm trying to broadcast OBS to Discord, so we're at least sort of synced up, because everyone gave me shit.
Still no fire source?
Still no fire source.
I come back and I see Homemade Beer saying that I'm a Muppet. So I did miss something.
I mean, He says until Vix is a Muppet. So he's not saying you are a Muppet. He's saying until you're a Muppet, which you are not. That's all I got. Gil using the cape. Gil gonna use the cape, and Ed showing us the 3-card Monty. But probably gonna get Ed's silver arrows here. He is doing the village checks. Meanwhile, Gil.
Oh, and Ed won.
Hey, like I said, dude, 3-card Monty works every time. It's not rigged if you know the setup, which Ed and I do. It's like the one time I got the 99 on stream was in Avian Art against MistaEd, and I'm just like, you know what? Doesn't matter. I got it. In the one tournament this year that matters.
Ed's head north. Looks like he's going to avoid.
Yeah, so makes me a liar. Deftly blocks that spear though with his hook shot and finds brothers. Yep, taking it.
I don't blame him. It's a quick connector,
Yeah.
especially with the boost.
Is it though? Is it though when it leads you to dark DM Island?
God damn it, Ty.
What?
All right, and we saw Ed pulling the shady indecision, walking back and forth at the top of the mountain.
Oh, Ed, you have no balls if you don't go for that 99 right now. That, my friends, is a sterile horse.
Hey, he won the chess game, so that's good enough.
Yeah, all right, you got me there. 1 for 2. I'm still gonna give him crap in the interview.
That's fair. But and Ed continuing to dodge those silvers.
I think
going back up the mountain.
This might be our first look at GT entry requirements, or at least the entrance of formerly known as GT.
Yep.
Yeah, we're not going in there.
7 crystal.
7 crystal. As Ed goes, fine, I'll go back to swamp. I have a hook shot now.
Oh, and Gil just found his flippers.
Yep. So I think our runners are on, pardon the pun, fairly even footing. Ed just has the advantage with mitts and boots.
Those mitts are nice because that can.
Wow, I got Vix booed in my own chat.
You're damn right you did.
You 2-bit bastard.
Hey, that's you.
I gotta get all my cursing out now because Saturday I'm gonna charge myself $1 a swear for the Extra Life charity, since it's for a kids charity.
Challenge accepted.
See, a lot of people say that. I'm like, it's a children's charity, please don't. But I'm not your real mom. I can't control you.
Are children going to be watching?
I hope not. They'll be disappointed.
Does swearing give you more money for that charity?
You know who's not disappointed right now is MistaEd pulling a fire rod out of swamp.
That is pretty much, that gives us 3 dungeons that we can beat. We just have to find them.
Yep. I mean, Ed's doing swamp now. He has Cane, Ice Rod, Fire Rod. He could beat TR if he really wanted to, and we know where Laser Bridge is.
TR is a pendant, though.
Oh, is it? I missed that.
TR is green pendant.
I have so many browsers open, it's so small.
Yep. But that'll help in that Fire Rod will at least help in the basement of Pod.
Yeah, that's true, Good old Turtle Room as we get Menu Boss on Ed's side. Welcome to the slideshow, folks. I feel like I should switch over to Pink Floyd right now.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, it is 1,000% dodge the silvers.
Oh, yeah. and gonna get the hint from Ganon and feel like a real horse.
Gil is about to find his boots, so let's see if there's a reaction from him on this one.
Yep.
Not much of one.
No, just probably happy to have boots. Royale, thank you for the 2 bits. Save your bits for Saturday, please, for the kids. Although any any bits right now go towards me getting a not potato computer. So,
like I said, no kids are going to be watching Saturday. Anytime you swear is extra money to the charity, it's a win-win.
You're not wrong. No, I am hoping to get my sister over here if she doesn't work, just to show some of the things that the Extra Life funds go towards.
Oh, that is big.
I missed it. What did Ed just
Ed has just found the mirror on Argus.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. I'll take that all day.
Now that pretty much opens the rest of the game.
Yep, Ed. I mean, Gil not going to be too far behind. Does have a little bit of swamp ahead, but Royale swear money does indeed go towards all incentives because it gets donated during the stream. But yeah, speaking of Extra Life, Docmin12 in chat, another Extra Lifer. Definitely looking forward to Saturday, but the race we have at hand right now, Ed just zooming around.
Now let's see if Gil decides to do left side swamp.
Yep. TBD grabbing that big key out of the southern chest. Ed, you can beat Mothula. Although Moth is one of our pendants, isn't he?
He is.
Alright, so Ed's saying I can, but I shan't.
It looks like Gil's skipping out on left side swamp, which we call a good decision.
Yep. But Ed opening the front of Turtle Rock here? I mean, I suppose it could be one of the dungeons we're missing.
It very well could be.
Definitely had a front of TR locked back of Skull in a practice seed the other day, so. Survey says. Oh, wow.
I am in for a treat in 10 seconds when I get to see it.
Can someone who lives in upstate New York confirm that Gamachu isn't spending the night at Ed's and showing Ed his seed reader right now?
Alright, well.
That's another crystal for Ed.
Yep, that gives him 2.
Sure does. And Gil, I'm kind of looking forward to another cam reaction here. Maybe we'll get something out of this mirror on Gil's side after he fights the dreaded menu. Royale, in my chat, everything's a euphemism. You should know this.
Not wrong. Yeah, but how do you nerf a horse?
I mean, you kneecap it.
That's just cruel, though.
Our shenanigans are cheeky and fun. His shenanigans are just mean and cruel.
Swear to God, I will pistol whip the next person that's shenanigans.
Yo, Pharma!
What's that restaurant you like with all the mozzarella sticks and all the goofy shit on the wall?
You guys talking about shenanigans? I mean, shenanigans, right? Put that stuff away. My files are too powerful. Okay, well, get the hell out of here, I guess. Here you go, beer. Not sure if Royale already got you or not, but... Friends.
I do need to pick that back up one of these days.
Friends?
No, Z2, but Friends is a lost cause.
Absolutely. Friends is just the 90s version of How I Met Your Mother. And How I Met Your Mother is just the modern version of Friends, so it's all disgusting.
Agreed. I thought you were talking about having friends, which is also a lost cause.
Yeah, no, it's... No, your significant other is lost.
Well, don't make me boo you again in your own channel.
I'm waiting for Lost to boo me in my own channel after that one. She's probably doing things far more important than listening to us ramble on about this.
Yeah, pretty much. Shin doing some of these boots checks.
Lampless, bottomless, swordless mimosas. I mean, Ganon? Yeah, I'm in. I'll put this out there. If GDQ is in Minneapolis again next year, if anyone's going, let me know. I live 4 hours away. I'll go.
I didn't have other expenditures.
If we have our 87 Mini Winnie all fixed up by then, we'll even bring that down. So if you need a place to stay, just hop in the RV. Yes, I have an 87 Winnebago. What of it? Gil, we'll see if Gil decides on killing Trinex here. See, Royale gets it. Royale gets it.
Royale, do you know how far that actually is? Because I know where you're generally from. That's still like 10 hours.
It's get to Chicago, spend another 5 hours.
Okay, it's 8 hours then.
Alright, Gil, are you gonna go to Trinex? Nope. Looks like Gil's saying not worth it. I mean, as the crow flies, if you can swim across Superior, it's really quick.
God speed.
Just reminds me of the opening from Robin Hood Men in Tights where he swims across the channel.
Yep. Gil getting bullied by some of those Darkwood enemies. We have Ed heading toward the back of Pod.
Is this... I feel like this is our first trip into ice because Ed didn't have the fire rod when he was here.
It most certainly is our first trip into ice.
Cool.
And you know what? That could be crystal number 3 for Ed.
That's fair. And Hex, that's a very good point. There are some boats that don't even make it through Superior, so please don't swim.
Gordon Lightfoot wrote a song about one of them.
Things you weren't expecting to hear in stream today.
A Gordon Lightfoot reference.
But things I'm glad Vix is here for. The Venn diagram overlap on that. Oh, right, there's a stream going on. Ed, putting the fire rod to work in the Turtles room. Gonna get our second crystal. And going for bomb strats. Probably just the 2 bomb strat on Helma's Mask. But cocks it up and goes for the 1 bomb strat instead. Because can a horse really throw bombs without thumbs? Who knows? Oh, God.
Figured a horse could kick it.
Royale, all I follow are meme accounts, so I might have to look that up. That's the only thing Twitter's good for anymore, is meme accounts.
Meme accounts and breaking trades before they actually happen.
There you go. Diamond hands, baby. Have you heard of... so they used to be bigger on YouTube. It's an account called Zebra Corner. They made fun of those Chevy commercials that are like, these are real people, not actors. And they had a character named Mock.
Ed's picking up his second crystal.
Thank you for keeping me on track here, Vix.
With Shin so far not finding much of anything in Ice Palace.
Yeah, not much, but, gonna get paid out with at least another crystal. So, gonna at least stay on par. 2 crystals,
Yeah.
so, I mean, really what we know Gil needs to do is just run up to the Turtle Rock entry, open that up with Quake, and that's... I said Shin again, didn't I? Gosh darn it. Gil needs to... They look completely identical. Gil needs to open up Turtle Rock. I swear I am not drinking tonight.
Well, I mean, here's the thing with Gil. He has that mirror. He has those mitts. No, he doesn't have the mitts. He
Nope.
has those boots. He does have a glove. The only thing mitts really locks is the Dark World mount. So, there is a high possibility that he can find another one of the dungeons that's a crystal somewhere else. He's got his fire source, and depending on where he does that, or where he finds that, and depending on how long it takes Ed to give up the swordless, silverless Ganon fight, and go find those silvers, Gil's very much in this one.
Gil, it is hard item functionality, my friend. You cannot catch a fairy. Despite your best attempts, you cannot catch that fairy. There we finally have a Gil reaction. Shin. I mean, I would never know. All I see is that Tigger picture on your streams. Whatever that's from, Happy Town or whatever. I don't know what it's from. Oh, that is a feels bad moment for Gil. Just swinging that fillet, not getting anything.
As we have Ed heading up Castle Tower.
Yep. This is the wrong Aga you need to kill, my friend, potentially.
Well, you need to kill both because of where Ganon is located.
Oh, that's true, that's true.
Since Ganon is at the Lumberjack entrance.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay, Gil did manage magic properly. Let's see this Cold Stare fight. Alright. Manage your puffs, my friend. Alright, each puff has 1 hit. Alright, 1, 1, and 3. 1, 1, and 4. Alright, Gil is at least going for the same puff, so... Good puff management, trying to get a puff off the screen. We're at 1, 2, and 5. 1, 2, 2, and 5. 2, 2, 6. 3, 2, 6.
I've lost track.
You're good.
I'm just watching Ed masterfully go through this without a sword.
Ed should be 1 hit. Yep, there goes 1 puff. So, alright, Ed down to just... Ed, good
Gil.
lord. I am on fire today. Gil.
We're truly professional here, everybody.
Hey. I'd like to point out that Jank Stream is the first word in this stream title.
We're truly semi-professional, people.
But Gil, taken down Hammer Cold Stare. Well done.
Good fight from Gil.
Absolutely. Evening up the crystal count, 2-2.
God damn it, Beer.
Thank you, Beer. I think I can play that in my own stream, right? As long as the potato keeps up with what I want it to do. Come on. Come on, little guy. You can do this. There we go. Right in time.
Alright, so 2 crystals for 2.
Yep. 2 crystals for 2.
However, Ed is up a castle tower climb.
Yep. Excuse me. So it's... Yeah, I mean... They both... Oh, Gil's thinking about... Gil, you have silvers! Oh, Gil turning down the Meyer play. Thinking about it? Yeah, he's going in. Alright, Gil, you got silvers. Come on, buddy. You got to do this. I wonder if the hesitation is for the switch block room.
Yeah, that could be it. Those dark rooms are hard to do with the sword.
Yes.
When you can see where you're at.
And that's where some of those setups use the sword. I do know the bonk hook setup doesn't use the sword, so hopefully... I almost said Shin again. Hopefully Gil knows that one. Maybe Shin could teach him.
That one's not bad, but, I mean, once you get through that room, the rest of it still sucks.
Yep.
So, the rest of Darkmire is still terrible.
Gil does have Cape and Cane, but this is hard functionality. So that may be part of...
Oh no, and Ed finds the lamp at the top of the castle.
Yikes.
That is so very mean, video game.
That is very cruel. And the potion shop. Wow. Safety castle.
Yeah, you're right, Shin. The hook and boots make that first room not terrible, but like I said, the rest of it is still pretty rough.
Yep. You really want to know where you are. And if he doesn't have... I mean, he could... I think Gil has a boom? Yeah, Gil has a boomerang, so, I mean, he could
Boomerang and
echolocate... Yeah, could echolocate fairly easily, but, you know, it's still nothing trivial. Decent amount of hearts. Not what Ed has, though. Ed rocking a nice 15 heart count. But I think Gil has a little more chainmail than Ed does, if I'm not mistaken.
Ed heading over to Dark Shopping Mall.
Yep, might be looking for just an easy enough crystal to clear.
We still have Thieves Town and Eastern. Hiding out somewhere. So far, nothing. Also, nothing. And we found Tower of Hera.
Yeah, should be a very, very quick one for Ed here.
And he's completely abandoning the basement. Homewrecker would be proud. There's our third shield. So, looks like nobody's getting, looks like nobody's getting Mirror Shield this one.
Yep. Which is a damn shame if you think about it.
A damn shame.
The number of shields in the seed isn't too damn high. But Ed grabbing crystal number 3, all that's left is to climb GT, get that silver hint, and then, you know, get through Swordless Ganon. Gil getting through that first switch block room and second room pretty easily, though. Now it's one of the tricky rooms.
Yeah, the third room's the trickiest.
Yep. Especially if you have no way to echolocate. But
yep.
Gil has those. Ed remembering, oh right, I killed Aga and I have mirror. Whoopsie. Yeah, buddy, you gotta mirror. Alright, Gil just slowly working through the room. I don't blame him. Down to 5 hearts, I think? Yeah, 5 hearts. So, take it safely. It's hard item functionality. But, once he's in the next room, gonna be all smooth sailing. 'Cause got those silvers. Shin, that is a really good point that I don't think a lot of runners think about for the sake of speed. It's like, just go back and hit the switch, and then you have a slightly easier second room. and third room, but or is it third and fourth? Either way, you have easier switch rooms. As here's Ed dropping in again, and give me my hint.
We're gonna find out if it's fast Ganon.
And it is, because he's giving the cheese hint instead of you need to complete your goal. So interesting. Fast Ganon it is. But still going to need to bail at Phase 4 and get that silver hint. As Gil snagging another crystal at 3. Just needs to ascend the tower. Hopefully before Ed. And Ed's hint should just say Dark World, if I'm not mistaken. So.
Yep, it will.
Gil does have a little bit of time. While Ed scours a few Dark World locations, might start in Vu, knowing that he didn't fully clear it out, but it's also entrance mode, so have fun. I will say this, before the race they both said they don't want this to go 3 hours, and I mean, we have someone in Ganon at 1:20, so I can't really complain. I mean, they can, but a horse always complains, so.
Especially this one.
Gosh, I tell you, sometimes. All right, should we get a little Ed on the pyramid? Oh, the hint is even worse. What you got for us, Ed? He's going for the frame perfect hits.
He's going for swordless, silverless.
Oh God, Ed, you maniac! It's a 2-frame window, a 1-frame window.
It's not a lot.
My timing is way off.
Yeah, it is, Ed. He knows it's entrance mode, so that hint doesn't really help him.
Alright, you know, eventually I will figure this
Oh, Gil, why are you climbing GT?
out. That's not it.
I think Gil might think he has to beat Aga 2 instead of Aga 1. He might not know it's fast Ganon.
Wow, I don't know the timing for this. I clearly do not know the timing for this.
Okay. And not only is it like a 2-frame
Actually,
window,
no, I
the other
feel like
thing
I
too
should've
is
got it.
you need to do 24 hits.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, 24 2-frame hits. I mean, kudos to Ed for trying it. Well, I'll give him that.
I had a feeling he was going to try.
Oh, I mean...
Oh, there he goes.
Gil's trying to catch fairies again, and still... Yep, Gil still can't do that, buddy. Alright, as we have a GT climb from Gil, we have an absolute scouring of the world from MistaEd. So, oh man, that hint was so much worse than I thought it would be for Ed. Because, like, at least Dark World would have told him, hey, go to Dark World, you numpty, but because it's entrance mode and it's a single entrance, I mean, I guess he at least knows it's not a connector, but there aren't many I don't think he has any connectors left with chests, because he got Super Bunny, he got... Is Ed doing the climb? He is!
Oh no. The hint was that did you find the silvers on the pyramid?
Because the Pyramid Fairy check is in Village of Outcasts in the south, which Ed bailed on. So we know it's a house in the south of Village of Outcasts that leads to Pyramid Fairy, which is where those silvers are that Gil has. This is...
Although I don't think so. Where was the first?
No,
the first one
it
was
wasn't
on a drop.
Pyramid Fairy.
No, it was in Checkerboard Cave in Village of Outcasts.
Yeah. That's...
So I don't know what the hell that hint means.
Is this pre-Silver's hint? It wouldn't be in Swordless.
Yeah, Silvers were just
Yeah.
the checkerboard and Pooh. So I don't know why the hint was, did you find them on the pyramid?
Yeah, the second bow was on the pyramid, you're right. Oh god, does it go by logical? Oh no. Oh no. This is a huge advantage to Gil. Gee, I wonder why it was fixed. That's right, because it would have placed, quote, bow, then, quote, Silvers, and the bow on the pyramid was gray. So even though it was both of their first bows, it was gray. Oh, wow. Ed, you wanted this, my friend. You wanted this mode. So
yeah, maybe it's a good thing I didn't play Mystery until like a year ago.
Yeah. Gil getting clowned on by my buddy Trolldorm here, though. So Gil needs to mirror to the top of the pyramid here, get his lamp, and just go to Aga Tower. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, this is such a...
I am very glad that I am a part of this.
I'm glad you're a part of this too, Vix. I appreciate you hanging out with me, bud. I really do. I know we've had our differences, and you've called me a rat bastard several times today, but I'm glad you're here. I mean, I deserve it, let's be honest.
Same.
Gil, item dash. I'm pretty sure even in Swordless, item dash extends the net's hitbox. I could be wrong on that. I've been wrong on...
I believe it does as well.
Yeah. I've been wrong on many things today, but I'm pretty sure that's one thing that's consistent is... Yes, you still, like, hammer bonk if you're hammer item dashing, but the net still gets, like, the full radius if you item dash. Gil's still not doing too bad with net Aga, as we know Ed decided to swag hammer. As there goes Aga too. Kind of crummy patterns, but Gil really clutching that out. As we have MistaEd coming up here on his bounty of terribleness and the worm. Oh, I can't wait to ask Ed about that hint, now that we've obviously had our 2020 vision and figured it all out on our end. Alright, there you go. Come on, Gil. Yep, quick swap all the way the wrong way. Get your lamp. I want to see this Gil reaction, too. This is going to be good.
I mean, he did very well done in the Misery Mire without it.
That's true. That is true. So, I mean, the two big things about the seed that we're going to ask our runners is that silver hint for Ed and hard item functionality for Gil. So I know we're at sort of an important inflection point rather in the seed, but I need to dash. I'll be right back.
Alright, so Gil heading in to C-Shape House. Gonna pick up his lamp. All he's got to do is climb Aga Tower. And then head on to Ganon. got his 3 crystals. Buying up some potions. Ed finishes Aga 2 and heads to the top of the pyramid.
Alright.
The pyramid drop down.
Yep.
It's just 3 bombs.
I really wish Ed had a face cam on here. Just home record. So this seed is 2 years old, and we as a collective chat, i.e. Homemade Beer and Hexodus, have determined that this is before the Silver's Hint was fixed on Ganon. It's entrance mode. It's full entrance shuffle, not crossed, but swordless. So Ed has gone into Ganon because it's 3 crystal Ganon, and gotten the Silver's Hint of, did you find silvers on the pyramid? The pyramid did have a bow, and it was the logical silvers, so that's why the hint was for, did you find them on the pyramid?
Where is Gil going?
Does he not know where Aga's Tower is?
Oh, no, Aga Tower is here.
Yeah, okay.
Or no, it's not. It's not.
I think Gil's on an Aga Tower. Let me check his actual stream, because I know he has his tracker on stream. It is so tiny. So that's the thing, Home. The other bow is in Checkerboard Cave, which is in Village of Outcast. Ed only did the north half of Village of Outcast, went north and bailed. Gil has silvers, but still needs to climb Aga's Tower, because Ganon is at Lumberjack. So this is a race. Ed to find the silvers, and Gil, I think, to find Aga Tower. Oh, it's also hard item functionality. So Gil has spent a solid 30 seconds trying to catch fairies in the bug net and failing, and looking at dead into the camera. No, he's...
Yeah, Ed's probably not finding silvers. Oh no, Ed.
Yeah, I think Ed has completely written off the south of Village of Outcasts. Ed, what are you doing, man? You're just... Now you're just making a mockery of yourself. Royale with the Monka TOS emote. That emote has gotta get banned by Twitch soon. I'm just glad I was here to see it before that happened. Have you not seen that one, Vix?
I have not, no.
Yeah, that's one of Ed's. And there's drool coming out of her mouth, too, by the way. It's so bad.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
Yeah, Monka TOS. Just got a gal brushing her teeth. Okay. Classic high school teacher trying to plead innocence. Yeah, and there have been so many emotes that are just an eggplant that also get banned.
So Ed is in North Dark World, heading over toward Outcast.
I mean, it's...
I hope.
Possible. It's very... I hope just for my bedtime.
Same.
Yo! Magnet hands! Magnet hands, how the heck are you, sir? Thank you so much for the gift sub to my NDM. Welcome to this show.
Generously stated.
Yeah, well, I just called it a show. We have hard item functionality. Entrance.
Ed is heading
right
back
now.
into Village of Outcasts.
This may be the game here. Gil needs to go to Agatower right now.
Which I do not remember where it was.
No, I also do not recall. But Mag, hope you are doing well, sir. Appreciate you. Ed finds Eastern and goes, nah. So yeah, it's. Oh, we said that home. Don't worry.
What did we say?
Prepare the long rubber glove. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I wonder
Alright, Ed's
where
about to pick up
my
his silvers
glove
in
will
about
go.
10 seconds.
Hard item functionality, swordless, but 3 Crystal Ganon, so let's be honest. Ed has already been to Ganon. The hint was, did you find the silvers on the pyramid? But that's because the seed is 2 years old, and logical silvers were on the pyramid. Because the bow was gray. So Gil has his 3 crystals, just needs to get to Agatower. But Ed, on his way back here to Lumberjack, back into Ganon, round deuce. Let's see if we can't get a guest star in the booth here.
Am I that stupid? Am I that stupid right now? I mean, yes. I mean, we all know that.
Yes, there will be an interview afterwards.
And
Did
yes,
you find
Ed,
the silvers inside the pyramid?
you are that stupid.
And then there
my
they
friend.
are in Checkerboard Cave. That's not inside the pyramid.
Yep, he's talking about the logical silvers. We'll have to elucidate on that for him. I can't turn.
Why
him up.
can't you be in a fucking friendly spot, dude?
Ed, please. Also, welcome in, Dog Dude. Oh, I fully anticipate them to come in for the interview. Like Vix was saying, we've offered it up. They know the voice channel we're in. Ed, don't die. Ed, this is hard item functionality, but at least the Cane of Burna still
That's right. Expert functionality. That's right.
works if you leave it on, my friend.
That's right, Ed. You know, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That was me just highly
Oh no.
highly impatient.
Edward.
Home record, I need you to keep
Highly
it PG here, my friend.
Highly impatient right there.
Cheat Royale, thank you. Someone understands.
Oh, why is everything in my way?
I'm trying to keep just a nice stream here. I get my good friend Vix
No, it's well
in the
expert.
booth.
You don't have to lie to the people like that.
Excuse me.
You're a good
Here
friend.
come the sneezes. Hey, convenient portal. Also.
Alright, Ed versus Ganon round 2 coming
Round
up.
3.
The round 2 of the real fight. Round
Yeah,
1
here
was
we
a
go.
false start.
For the third time. And I gotta sneeze again. Come on.
This Christina Minecraft stream. Maggot is now a Christina Minecraft server. Oh wow, Royale just with the hot takes.
I'll take it. Sometimes it's the best I can get.
These Ow, home. That's one of your wife dancers, Meg, Christina Minecraft. So, I really don't think Gil knows where Agatower is, which is fine because neither do we. Hello,
Nope.
my wife. How was practice? You were missing a horse curse, a games H, be confused, and all of Twitch chat being Twitch chat.
Enjoying this one.
It has been a good one, I will say that. Like, at least it was full. Ed!
Oh, did he fall?
Nope.
I blame the fact that I had to sneeze 20 times.
He just
Well,
wanted to
Ganon
give
for the fourth
Ganon a
time.
hug.
Wow, that was.
Hey, look, Gil found Aga Tower.
Oh, this good.
If Ed hugs Ganon 3 more times, we're promoting dental hygiene. No.
Alright, Gil, how are you not dead yet, dude?
Oh, here
How are
here
you
come
not
the
dead?
excuses from
It's
Ed.
not-
Gil, how are you not
It's not a
finished?
hard seed.
No, Ed, it's not a hard seed. It's a hard mode, hard
This was
functionality
not a
seed.
hard seed.
Classic Ed.
Alright, here we go for the 4th time.
I'm so glad I have Ed's volume turned on for this. I hope y'all can hear it. I can turn it up. That's true. All you have to do is complain and fight fight Ganon 4
Wow,
times.
really, Ganon?
Ed, please. Hey, at least this is a pseudo league swordless
never
practice
enough.
for Gil.
It's never enough.
Ed just
It was
keeps
enough.
tanking fire bats.
Okay, dude.
I kind of want to put a gamble in chat and the over.
Edward, please.
Exactly. The over under on how many more Ed fails.
Well, because I'm gonna probably hug him. I'm gonna hug him again.
Alright, Gil has officially made it to Aga. Alright. Ed.
Okay, yep, because that just makes sense. You're just
Oh,
gonna
I
do
see
that.
him cheating using a blue potion.
Oh yeah. Alright. Use the potion. Alright, Ed. Let's
That's right, we still gotta get the
torch
fucking
glitch.
hammer, dude.
Got it. Okay, yep. We got a hammer. Okay, yep. So far, so Ed.
Really?
Adding it safe. Oh.
Nice work.
That is number 3 there. Can you get the hammer hit? Nope. Because suck it,
Nice
Ed.
work.
That's a good
Alright.
reason.
Ed has shot the pig 4 times. I kind of hope he falls
Not a
here.
bad seed.
Just because that would be the icing on the
Having to
cake.
do Ganon 4 times sucks. Alright,
Yeah.
am I gonna get sniped by Gil?
But get your
Am I gonna get
GGs
sniped
in
by Gil?
chat for the horse as he limps across the finish line on one leg with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 45 minutes, 57 seconds.
I amaze myself sometimes.
That
Go to
was
Ganon,
a
try to do it
special
without
seed.
without the bow.
Very,
I am so utterly confused
very
with that
special
silver's
indeed.
head. I am so utterly confused. I am so utterly
I
confused.
can't wait to tell him. Alright, let's switch over to Gil's hot mic.
I am so utterly
Whoa.
confused with that silver's hint.
We can tell
So
you
were
all
we,
about it
so
here
it's
in a minute.
okay.
Alright, please. I need to know.
It took a quorum of 12 people. This seed is how many years old, Ed?
Over 2 years old.
Exactly. And when did they fix the logical bow progression hints?
Oh, God, that's what it was.
Do you remember
oh my
what color the bow was that you found
It
in
was.
the pyramid?
Yeah, it was silver. Yeah.
There
alright.
you go. So that was logical silvers.
This is not the way.
Oh my God.
So that is why Ganon told you silvers were on the pyramid.
I thought he said the weird thing. I thought he said inside the pyramid, like not on the pyramid, like literally inside the pyramid. So I'm thinking, oh, fine, GT
Oh.
inside the
gotcha.
pyramid. That's why I did that because I'm thinking, all right, well, I know that's lumberjack.
Yep.
So crash down. There you go. Boom.
Yep. No,
I mean,
that-
imagine the fact that I ended up having to do. I ended up doing more than I needed
Time to
to.
get wrecked.
Yeah.
And then hey, lo and behold, they're the silvers.
So you bailed on Southern Vu. Gil had those silvers for forever.
1,
Of
2,
course he did.
What got Gil is he didn't know where
3,
Aga's Tower
4,
was.
5.
Which, to be
Ooh.
fair, we don't either. Because
Yeah, we
both
stopped
missed
trying
it.
to track entrances.
It's lower section of Dark Death Mountain.
Okay, thank you.
On the east, on the east side.
Gotcha.
So it's the cave next to whatever the cave next to Super Bunny lower entrance.
Gotcha. Yeah, it took Gil a hot minute to find that.
I'm just gonna be a baby.
But yeah, Gil had silvers first. You found
Actually,
out
no, I lied.
first.
It was Super Bunny. Sorry.
Okay.
But when I eventually found Ice Palace and I saw Bombos, I'm like, yep, swordless.
So, I assume you know this, but Vix pointed it out in the booth.
Hitting him from this angle
Because
is
you had
impossible.
hammer so early,
Literally
and you both
impossible.
went to
He's
South Shore.
invincible.
If you hammer a pickle, if it's swordless, the hammer
It
will
can't
kill
be
the
done.
pickle.
Nobody has
Really?
ever done it before.
Yes.
I honest to God, I did not know that.
Yes.
That's actually really good
Fuck,
information.
yes.
That is
Sucks.
really, dude, that is such good information. I never knew. Oh
Yep.
my God, I never knew that.
Yep. And I believe in chat, and Vix, correct me if I'm wrong, it's because the way they had to change the coding of the hammer to make it hurt Ganon, they essentially changed it to gold sword damage. So, i.e. it kills pickles.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Something
That
along
makes
those
sense.
lines.
That makes sense.
Gil having a tough time with his Ganon fight.
Yep.
Oh, he's on Ganon. Oh my God, well, did
Ganon
he do
Blues.
Ganon 4 times like I did?
Dude, how do you fucking hit him?
so-
You can't.
This
It's
is
impossible.
He was at-
Griffin again.
Yeah.
He was at Aga 1 as you were dropping in or getting to phase 2 or something on the last fight.
There, one hit.
On your fourth fight.
Imagine doing
this.
doing Aga or imagine doing Ganon 4 times. It's like, well,
Imagine,
all right
like,
now, all
rolling
right. Let me
hammer
ask you
on
this.
strats.
Let me ask you this.
Nobody knows. That.
Was I really just that bad in regards to trying to get the 1 pixel hammer hit, or is this a version where that's just not possible? Because
God,
I
that goes
thought
down
at
so
least
freaking
one of
fast.
those would have hit, and it
The
didn't.
window is so tight, even if you're good at it, it still takes
Dude,
like,
yeah,
please come to
forever.
this side of the
yeah,
screen.
I would say even the people who are good at it still pause buffer it, like that's how tight it is. And for you trying to go just YOLO it, like
supposed to,
kudos
like-
to you for giving it a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super
Yeah.
tight.
Taste it.
Yeah, the fact that that was just a natural disaster.
I do have to say though, 2 things. 1, thank you for showing off the 3-card Monty strats in the Lost Witch chess game. Proving to people once and for all that you can manipulate it.
Yes. Yes.
And number 2,
Listen.
you have
I
no balls
real
for not going for the 99.
Yeah, no, that is true. That is true. I do have to say
Works,
this
that's
much.
very
This
tiny,
seed
man.
was literally like
I kind of feel like I have to hit the switch here because this is like
the convenience
I'm
item
pretty low on magic. so-
was literally found directly after I went and did something. So, for example, when I found Swamp Palace, and I'm like, well, this is the end of my route. I don't care. I'm just gonna go ahead and do whatever I can. Plus, I took a death there, which felt bad. But it's like, okay, we're gonna do this. I purposely, because I wanted to scope out the goal.
Get fucked.
I wanted to do the pod area. So when I found Paradox Cave, I'm like, I'm done. You know, like it's like I'll come back to that later. I want to do this.
As Gil
stuff first.
finishes Ganon GG's to Gil, all he has to do is cross the bridge,
Oh man.
Yep.
and I don't have the race time room open anymore, so I can't go.
Fisher's
152
Race
flat.
152 flat. Yep. So Ed does take this one by 4 minutes 3 seconds. Get your GGs in
GG's.
for Gylgamesh,
Hawkins,
Gylgamesh.
That's not what the race time room says.
What? Racing Room says you got a 152 flat.
Yeah. You said 4 minutes. Ed beat me
Yeah.
by like
Yeah,
7
one-
minutes.
6 minutes 3 seconds. Sorry.
Yeah.
I works in HR. He doesn't need math anymore.
Yeah, we don't need math skills
You
here.
fancy engineers.
I mean, 5 of those minutes was my Ganon fight, but you know.
If it's any consolation, Ed had 4 Ganon fights.
I had 4 Ganon fights. You'll like this. I avoided going Village of Outcasts going south, so the actual first logical goal I never got.
Okay.
So by the time I got my third crystal, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna see if I actually don't have to beat Aga, and I found out that I didn't. So I tried doing the hammer strats on phase 4, and I just sucked. But I swear the hit said inside the pyramid, not on the pyramid.
Wait, what? You didn't have to beat Aga?
No.
Wait,
It
what?
was a fast
You had to beat Aga 1. You did not have to beat Aga 2.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, well, don't worry. I beat Aga 2 anyway.
Okay, I did too, because I thought it was the same as last week's, where even though it said it was fast, like it's fast Ganon, you still needed to beat Aga 2.
It's a mystery.
Yeah. So
it's flat out a mystery.
Gil, speaking of mysteries, how many fairies did you try to catch before you realized it was hard item functionality?
A few. So obviously the ones in Ice Palace, I was like, that's weird, and I thought maybe it was like just some weird elevation thing, and I was like, oh, I don't know what happened. And then when I was in Mire, and then I tried to fake powder the anti-fairy, and I only got 1 heart out of it, I was like, oh.
Yep. 2-year-old seed strikes again.
Yeah, well, because everything, it was like, honestly, this shouldn't have been a double forfeit. Like, this was not that bad, but like, I mean, that's why I was confused. I was like, where's the hard part? Because it was, we started, it wasn't Atomizer. I was like, okay, it was entrance, but whatever. Wasn't key sanity, wasn't expert item pool or anything like that. So I was like, where's the hard part?
I will say at the time, entrance was still a little bit newer, and not many people had as much experience with it.
That's fair.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I finally found Ice Palace and saw the Bombos thing on the floor, and I was like, fuck.
So, Gil, we'll say the same thing to you that we said to Ed. Vix brought this up at the very beginning. When you were doing South Shore and you had the hammer, did you know if you hammer a pickle in swordless mode, you will kill the pickle?
Yeah, I think I did that at one point.
Okay.
I did it.
Yeah, we might not have caught that on your stream then, but yeah, that's one way to figure out if it's swordless before you see, Ice Palace or anything like that.
I didn't know that meant it was swordless. I did hammer a pickle, but I didn't realize that meant it was swordless. Okay.
Yep, because normally hammering a pickle just hurts you and shocks you.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't think I've ever tried hammering a pickle before, because
yep.
Those guys are cool. I'm not here to mess with them.
I think they're fantastic, especially in the festive setting when they have this nice little mustache. Oh my god, they look fantastic.
Absolutely, but
fantastic.
Yeah, that's one way in Mystery to tell if it's swordless is to hammer a pickle.
So what was different about what we did?
Looks like you did Mire. I did not. I didn't even find Mire.
So what was your third crystal then?
Pod, maybe. Oh wait, you did Ice Palace too? I did not. I didn't touch Ice Palace either.
Yep.
I just did the first 3 crystals I found, which were Ice, Swamp, and Mire. So I was like, all right, we'll just do them.
I did Hera, Pod, and Swamp.
I don't think I ever found Pod.
Pod is Turtle Rock main entrance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we saw you open up Turtle Rock, Ed, and we're like, come on, Ed, it's entrance mode, and then it was Pod, and we're like, well, Gamma is spending the night at Ed's house and lending him his seed reader.
And then I found Hera, but it was after I had 3 crystals already, so I was like, nope, don't need it. And then I spent a long time trying to find Agatar.
You'll never make it. Never.
Yeah, I found
make it.
I did Pod.
Never make it. Never
So I ended up doing Pod, and I had me having the mitts and like the way that I routed, I checked the 2 drop downs.
I implore you to reconsider.
And
okay.
And I ended up. Gil already. Here we go. All right. First off, I gotta say this. I have to stop my thoughts on everything and point this one thing out. First off, Gylgamesh, thank you very much for the gift sub. Mm-hmm. But once again, Drosy gets the random gift sub. I swear he manipulates this somehow, some way, that he always gets a gift sub from me. It's fantastic. It's not like I only have like 2 viewers. I mean, it's like, What? Drawsy's sub
You have
is
3
up.
viewers.
Here's a gift sub. By default goes to him.
So,
Which, by the way, Drawsy, if you watch back on this, hi, how are you? Hope all is well.
Beer pointing out, Ed did have the clothing earlier, so Ed got boots faster and Ed got mitts faster.
I never got mitts. Who needs mitts?
Yeah.
You don't need them, but Ed also had mirror. I'd say like 2 minutes before you, Gil.
Okay, yeah, I got a lot of that stuff. Other than, like, the CAC stuff, the hammer and all that, you got pretty early. But then after that, yeah, my boosts were pretty late, and my mirror was pretty late.
So your early routes were very different, too. Ed was the first one to the glove and the pearl, and then Gil, you had the hammer right away, and all the CAC stuff. So it's like, well, between the two of them, they have Dark World access, because it was.
I mean, I knew where the glove and the pearl were the entire freaking time. It was just a matter of getting to them. It took me like a half an hour to find the other entrance to spec.
Yep. It
Well,
was.
I found the way to get to spec first before I found the other end. So that was fun.
Oh, interesting. Yeah,
And then-
the thing was, I didn't want to like take a bunch of connectors because like getting back to Kakariko is such a pain in the ass in this seed. So I was like, ugh, I don't want to take connectors. I want to check entrances. So it took me a while to get up the mountain.
Yeah, well, I think the only reason why I took that one connector, so the connector from the lumberjack house got me to the mountain.
Right.
Because I figured I'd said, well, you know what, I can take this, and then if it leads to nothing, I can save and quit, start at the house, and do CAC from the south. If it was nothing, and then it just was like super convenient. I found the mountain, I found Spec Rock, I found a glove, I knew where the Moon Pearl was, and then when I got the Moon Pearl, I made sure that Beer heard the fact that, that he's probably calling me a coward for getting the Moon Pearl so early, and all that jazz. So, yeah, this was. So I found. What I was gonna say before is I found Swamp House. I didn't have the hook shot because I decided to skip Paradox Cave at the time, and I ended up. First off, I ended up dying there, and then I did left side and had absolutely nothing, and then I did Paradox Cave, and hey, lo and behold, there's a hook shot. Cool.
So yeah, I did. Once I got my hammer, once I got my Moon Pearl and glove, I was like, oh, I'm just going to go straight to the pyramid and check what the wind condition is. And then I found Paradox Cave immediately, got sidetracked for like 15 minutes before I got over there. But then I did have everything. I was able to complete Swamp as soon as I found it because I had everything for it.
Yeah, see, that was my thing. I actually did a lot of Light World stuff before I decided to go to the Dark. Because I had, when I got my hammer in CAC, I mean, I had Dark World. I could just zip right on up there. But I actually went through and did everything. Did all of Hyrule Castle, checked the connectors. Then I did all the South Shore stuff. Did Zora. Did all that fun, happy jazz.
Right.
And then I think I finally went to the Dark World. But when I found Paradox Cave, I'm like, I do not want this to distract me because it's probably going to send me off to a loop, and I'm never going to figure out the win con. I'm going to leave the pod stuff alone. So I did all of that. Found Swamp, no hook shot. That felt bad. Then did Paradox. Found the hook shot. Cried. Then I did Dark Pod, Dark Aga, but I mean it's not really dark if you have a fire rod. And I never had I did not have a bottle for the longest time. That was actually.
It took me a while before I found a bottle too, and the first one I found was empty, so I was like, oh well, that's useful.
Yeah. Well, at least the first one I found had a green potion, and then I consumed it and turned into. Blue
Did
potion.
you do GT Basement at all?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
When I found GT, I bomb jumped to the left side. And I got the big key, so by the time that I went back to GT, I just rushed, but I didn't do anything else after that.
Okay, I thought about it, because I found GT pretty early, but I was like, I know I'm not very good at setting up my bomb jumps without a sword, so I checked Hope Room and then bailed, and then I came back again later, did the entire basement, and then had to come back a third time to do I thought it had to do with the climb, but apparently that wasn't the case.
I thought I had to do it too to get silvers. I'm like, oh, inside the pyramid, perfect, lumberjack. I know where it is. And then when I found those 3 bombs, I'm like, I am so screwed.
Ed stared at those bombs for a hot minute.
I did. I stared at those bombs, and then I'm like, oh, do they really mean Pyramid Fairy? I'm like, Christ, then I gotta find Meyer. And lo and behold, as I'm trying to find Meyer, I start doing the vanilla Aero game entrance, and Yeah, there is silvers in Checkerboard Cave. I'm like, are you kidding me, dude? Wow,
Mire was
I'm
at the
just
capacity
that bad.
ferry entrance, just in case
Oh,
you were
Capacity
curious.
Ferry was Meyer?
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been one of them at some
Okay,
point.
so what determines whether or not you have to beat Aga 2? Because clearly I'm not
Me either.
clear on this.
So on the older seeds, it isn't defined.
Yeah,
So how do you
It
know?
was
You
just you
don't
drop
know?
into Ganon, and it'll call you a dingus if you don't have your gold.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so I knew. So, like, the first time it's like, okay, let's see if I actually have to beat Aga 2. And I saw that I didn't have to. So I'm like, okay, well, if nothing else, I'm going to get the Silver's Hint. And I'm going to try my best to do the hammer strats to try to get Ganon. Well, that didn't work. So I basically, I tried, I think I tried maybe like 10 times. I didn't get it. I didn't register a single hit. I'm like, screw this. I'll just do Aga. I don't care.
Yeah.
So I did Aga, dropped down the Lumberjack. I'm all excited, and it's 3 bombs. I'm like, oh, great. So then I started looking for entrances. I found Eastern. Eastern is Hammer Pegs, by the way, and I just bailed out on there. And then,
if I had found Eastern, I would have done it earlier, but yeah, obviously. That was
yeah, I even said that. I'm like, I just want to find Eastern.
Well, that's what I was looking at my tracker, but I was like, okay, I need 3 crystal dungeons. All the dungeons I had found were pendant dungeons up to that point, so it's like, okay, just give me any 3. I can clear almost all of them, and it took me forever to find them.
I think you both found the 3 pendant dungeons pretty early, and Vix and I were thinking, all right, here's the crystals they can do.
Right.
But the fire source eluded both of you for a while as well.
What a shot.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the lamp was in a crap spot on the pyramid, but
Well,
then
all right,
fire rod.
yeah, I got a lot of gripes about that lamp because it did Dark Pod, Dark Aga, then I mirror just to check what the Castle Tower entrance is, and there's the lamp. I'm like,
Yeah. I mean, I did Dark Mire, so it's like...
yeah. I mean, that's yeah. and then I bitched and moaned about the fact that I really have no confidence in Hammer Aga fights. Aga 1 actually went really smooth.
Did you
Aga
not have
2
the bug net?
No, because I didn't find Hookshot Cave. And then when I was looking up entrances, after I did that, thinking I gotta find Mire, I found Hookshot Cave, and then I found the bug net and a profanity laced tirade came out.
Oh, I would have been dead on Aga 2 if I didn't have that bug net. I was almost dead with the bug net because I don't play swordless, so I have like no experience doing these. That was my first time ever doing a swordless Ganon, so...
It looked good.
No, it didn't. Don't lie.
I'm not lying. It looked
My
fine,
GT climb was pretty good without a sword, but the Ganon fight, I don't know, dude. There were so many cycles there in Phase 2 where I didn't hit a single hit because I couldn't get close enough.
Well, you could do what I did. You could do what I did on the 3rd attempt at Ganon. I got to the end of Phase 3, but I was way too high up, and he teleported just enough down, and I never moved down. And as soon as he reappeared, dead.
Big ol' hug. Big ol' hug on Ed's side.
That was fun. That was fun. Gil, thank you so much for doing this. And Ty,
I was hoping it was going to be more of a trash seed, honestly, but
I thought so too. Like, I was like, what, 3? Well, I'll put it this way. My biggest concern was the fact I was just really trying to think what would be the massive troll, and here was my massive troll. Was the fact that Ganon's GT was opened by 7 crystals. So
yes, I did check that because when I was looking for Aga Tower, that was one of the things that I checked while I was looking for it.
Yeah, so 7 crystals there, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my god, what if you actually have to get all 7 crystals and Castle Tower is behind?
Same thought went through my head too. And then literally 2 minutes later I found Aga Tower, so it was like, oh, okay.
I mean, that probably would have been my FF point. It's just like, nope.
Yep.
We're done here.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have
But
better
Ty,
things to do with my night.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. Ty, thank you so much for putting this restream on.
Yeah,
and Vix, thank you so much for. I definitely want to watch this back. Vix, thank you so much for co-commenting on this too. And to anybody watching, if you belong to the Beard Barn Discord, there is a sub-channel on there, the MistaEd's Mystery Mayhem of Doom or whatever it is. I'm up for any challenger. Basically, like I said, I kind of want to do something like this, preferably once a week, no more than once a week, because I don't know how much pain and torment I can deal with myself.
I'm gonna take this guy down. He's 2-0 now, so.
Oh, Homewrecker's got a question
3-0.
in the chat.
3-0.
Who's
This
up
is
next
the third
weekend?
one.
Yep.
Homewrecker?
Pichu
Hell
was
yeah.
the inaugural.
Pichu was the test. The test trial that we did, and her and I had a ton of fun.
Pichu was the preseason, basically.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, she was the preseason.
Gotcha.
But it was whatchamacallit? It was I think it was all dungeons, swordless. It was not entrance shuffle. I know that much. It was not entrance shuffle. But the seed originally that I rolled when I tried to do this, because like this was originally going to be something which I was just going to kind of do on my own, and then I came up. I'm thinking, yeah, you know what? It'd be really fun to race somebody with this. So Pichu volunteered. I'm like, hell yeah, let's do this. And the seed that I had was an Oko, and she's like, absolutely not. And I'm like, you know what? I don't blame you. So I re-rolled, got something. We raced. It took both of us well over 2 hours, so it was not a. All I remember is it was all dungeons and it was not friendly. And then it was a beautiful disaster, but it was really nice to be able to kind of do like this trial run to see if I can get this up and going. And I think I mean, at least on my end, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying this, and especially if we get jank restreams like this, to see pain and misery. I think this is fantastic. So to anybody that, like I said, Homewrecker is next. I'm really looking forward to that. We'll figure out a time for that.
So he was just asking.
Nope, contractually obligated, like
Yeah,
Peter and
I think it's
say.
too late now.
Oh, he's trying to back out? Oh, come on, dude.
By the way,
out
Ty,
Yes,
can
Vix.
you learn to stream to Discord so I'm not 20 seconds behind you?
I tried halfway through the stream, and I don't think I told you that I was trying. So I will learn.
And I can always pick up some restreams too for this if the timing works out. So
awesome.
So,
This was fun. This was fun.
Yeah, let me
Guys,
know when
thank
you
so
want me
much.
to come.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We'll figure out. We'll figure out what we'll do. We'll either do. I mean, basically anything. A league race, a speed gaming race. Basically, I'll put it this way: if I can get something that has homemade beer involved, that's all right. I want, because I'm just gonna. I don't care. It'll probably be my last time that I'll be invited to Kama league race. I'll just berate him the entire time. I'll be like, dude, beer, what the hell are you doing? Suck it.
Well, we do know at least someone with the name of Home is involved in the next MistaEd's Mystery Mayhem.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Looking forward to it.
All right. But, gentlemen, thank you again for running this. It was a blast. Vix, thanks for being in the booth. Everyone, thanks for being in chat. We're going to send it off to the league. We got some open mode Crystal Roller Crew versus Papiga Patrol. We're going to send the raid that way. Check out some more Zelda action. But like Ed was saying, if you want to see more of this Garbo, come join the Beard Barn. Subsection MistaEd's Mystery Mayhem, whatever it's called, and we'll rock it out. So, anyone else? Any final words on the seed?
There's the link to the Discord in the chat.
Love this guy. What a mod.
Yeah, for anybody that wants to do swordless, silverless Ganon, you stand a better chance than I do.
As soon as I realized it was a swordless seed, I was like, I'm getting silvers. It's like, there's no chance in hell. I'm just gonna hunt them, even if I have to 216 the seed. I'm gonna find the damn silvers.
Imagine having silvers like so free, and I tried my best to start last locating because I'm like, oh my god.
I'm glad they
I'm
were
telling you
free.
right now,
Cause...
if I found Meyer, you win by default. Because I do that I didn't have a flute because I was already looking ahead as far as to figure out where the big bomb is.
Mhm.
And bomb is the start of Old Man Ascent. And I'm thinking, oh my god, I have to walk this bomb all the way around, go to Dark World, and then do it that way. I'm like, this is going to be terrible. And then, yeah, no, there's Silvers. Cool. Thanks, game.
Alright, either I completely lost everyone or I think we're good there. So thank you again, everyone, for hanging out. We'll catch you later. Say hey in the league, and have a great night, everyone.
Good night, all.